Going on, guys? Welcome to your 15th Java tutorial, and in this video we're going to be learning about methods. So let me comment this, methods, and this is going to be a continuation of the previous video of introduction to classes. So now, what are methods? Like I said in the last video, I said classes contain variables and methods, and the methods perform operations on those variables. So now, a method is simply a, let me call it a snippet of code, a code snippet. That is, a method it performs some specific task or some specific operations. So let me go ahead and show you guys what methods are. So now we created this box class in the previous episode, and I said this is going to be a continuity. So in this place now, I'm going to create a method. Now, you guys remember in the last episode we computed the volume of the two boxes. Now imagine if we're going to have like 1000 boxes. So we're going to create box 3 equals a new box up to 1000, and then and we're going to compute the volume of each box also. So that means we're going to have to do these lines of code every time we want to compute the volume of the box. Now this will get tedious and boring, so that's why methods make things easier. So now let me show you guys how to declare methods. So inside my class, I'm going to define a method called compute volume. So to define a method, you give the return type of the method, and return type simply means what the method returns. But don't worry about that, I'm going to make a video about return types later. So now this one is going to be called int. Let's call it double. Since it returns something, I should call it void. Let's make it void instead. It's not going to return anything, so that's why it's called void. I mean, the name is relevant. I mean, void, nothing, empty. So first is you give the return type void, and if it's going to return an int, you put int. Like I said, don't worry about return types now. Next is you give the name of the function. So the name of this function is going to be, let's call it compute, not computer, volume, and you give it brackets, and inside these brackets are where your parameters will go. So this method is not going to have a parameter for now. We're going to be seeing about parameters and arguments in later videos. So this function is supposed to compute the volume of a box object. So now, what is volume? Volume is simply, let me go ahead and copy this. So let's say double volume equals, let's copy and paste inside the function. So this is going to be width times height times breadth. So let's print it out. So system print line the volume the boxes plus volume. Let's change to volume instead of volume 1. Okay, so now we just created a function or a method called compute volume. So I'm saying function and method, both of they mean basically the same thing, just that in Java we used to call it method, but method and function are the same, so I might use them interchangeably. Like I was saying, so I created a function called compute volume, and what this function does is it computes the volume of the box. And one more thing is, let's always give your functions names that are relevant to what the function is doing. I mean, this one is computing volume, so it makes sense for me to name it compute volume. That way it's very easy for you to remember. So now, like I said, it's computing the volume. So we created a variable called a double type of a variable named the volume for volume, and that's going to be equals to width times height times breadth, which is this width here and this breadth and this height, and we're going to print the volume of that box. So now, if once we create an object of this class and we assign width, breadth and height, now this width, breadth and height here is going to refer to the attributes or the width, breadth and height of the box object you created. So now let me delete these 4 lines of code. Now that we've created these two box objects, box 1 and box 2, if you guys remember from the previous episode, box 1, I said box 1 and box 2, that is each object of a class you create is going to get its own individual copy of the attributes of the class. Now the attributes are simply the variables and the functions. So now box 1 has its own width, breadth, height and its own compute volume function. Box 2 also has its own width, breadth, height and its own compute volume function. So now let me go ahead and compute the volume of box 1. So now what we simply do is box 1 dot compute volume. For box 2 also, box 2 dot compute volume. So now let's run this. Now you can see we got the same answer with the previous video, the previous episode. So now let me go ahead and explain this one more time. So like I said, classes are templates. They contain variables and functions, and the functions are the ones that perform operations on these variables. I mean, these variables will probably be useless without using them, or with them performing some actions. So these functions are what perform the actions on the variables. So now we created this function that computes the volume of each box object. So now once you create an object of a box class, the object it gets its own copy of width, breadth and height, and also gets its own compute volume. So when you call, for example, when we call box1 dot compute volume here, now this we're going to convert, that means we're going to computing the volume of box 1, and since box 1 has its own width to be 10, height to be 10 and breadth to be 10, so this width for box 1 is 10, height 10, breadth 10. Now we print out the volume of box. So this prints out 1000 like we have seen for box 1, and for box 2 it performs the same operation and prints out 6000. So that's it about functions, and in the next video we're going to be looking at methods that take in parameters and arguments. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.